everyone, I've got a full body workout for you today. We'll use some props, but if you don't have props at home, don't worry about it. We'll start standing up nice and tall, feet about sitting bone distance apart. Take a second, take a few shoulder rolls, assess the body, see if you're feeling tense in the shoulders. And then take a few head rolls. Seeing where you feel maybe tight, trying to loosen up that neck and shoulder area. And then stand up nice and tall. Take your hands, place them right on the belly. Inhale, feel the ribs expand nice and wide. And exhale, feel the front ribs close as the navel pulls down towards your spine. Take a few more breaths like that. Starting to wake up the core just by breathing. Scan the rest of the body. See if you're carrying tension, and if you can focus on your breath, then just let that tension go. Good, bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Grab onto your left wrist and then take a side bend over to the right, anchoring that left foot down into the ground. Push into that left foot to help you stand, switch to the other side. Push into the foot to help you stand, interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling, a micro back bend there. And then lower the hands, just tuck the chin and really push your hands away from you. Scoop the abs in and feel the space between your shoulder blades stretch. And then release the arms, bend the knees, and slowly roll it all the way down towards the mat. Hands will meet behind you, interlace the fingers, press the hands back and up, feeling that gentle stretch through the shoulders. Release the arms down towards the mat. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs as much as it feels okay. Bend your knees. Straighten just the right leg. Take that right arm, lift and twist it, spiraling the chest, opening it. Drop it back down through center. Switch to the other side. Drop it back down through center. Bend the knees. Slowly start to stand up bone by bone, articulating through the spine. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bend, dive it all the way down. Stay here with knees soft, take both hands behind your head, just letting the neck and head fall a little bit heavier, feeling that stretch. And then dangle the arms to the floor and just stay here for a moment. Try to loosen up any tension, maybe pedal out your legs, sway a little, shake out the head. Good, and then from here, you'll just walk your hands forward, drop your knees down, and come to a tabletop position. We'll start with some scapular push-ups to warm up the shoulders. You're gonna let your chest drop and feel the shoulder blades pop out, and then just press up. It's a super small movement. You have to watch like my shoulder area to see anything else or to see anything move. Nothing else really changes. We'll go for 4, 3, 2, last one. Come to your flat back here. Now just take a moment here, spread wide through the fingertips, pressing equally through the heels of your hands and the tips of the fingers. You'll let your stomach drop and hang down, and then pull the navel up and knit the ribs in. Good, drop and hang down. Pull the navel up, knit the ribs in. From here, you'll tuck your toes underneath you, scoop those abs in, and exhale to just hover your knees off the mat. Breathing here, spine is neutral, press into your hands, push away from the floor. Let's hold for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Drop to the knees. Take a second to release. Tuck those toes, scoop the abs in. Exhale, lift those knees up. And you're going to tap your knees down and lift up. Lower and lift. Notice not too much changes. And I don't know if you just saw, I hugged my abs up in it a little bit more. Super important that you do that. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to the knees. Take a second to release. I like a cat-cow. Do anything that feels good for you. Good, and I just realized at the start of the video, I didn't tell you what props we might be using. So pause here. Grab your weights if you have them. Those are what we'll be using. I'll use a variation of 3 and 5 pounds. You grab whatever variations you want. So when you're ready to join me again, you're in your nice flat back, tuck those toes, pull the abs in. Exhale, lift the knees up. From here, you're gonna step one leg back, then step the other leg back, step the leg in, step it in. And then we'll reverse starting with the other leg. Step it back, back, in, back, back, in. As you do this, try not to let your hips hike or twist, warming up the lower abs and the obliques to stabilize that pelvis. One more on both sides. You saw that foot shuffle. Then step it back to your plank, hold it and breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop to your knees. Take a second to shake it out. Cat-cow, or you could do child's pose. Good, come to that flat back, hug the abs in, tuck the toes, hover the knees, step it back to your plank and stay there. This time, you'll bend your knees, send your butt up and back, and then shift your weight back forward into your plank. Bend your knees, send your butt up and back, scoop the abs to shift that weight forward. The way forward is kind of a power move here. You really want to feel your body shift its weight forward as you come into that plank. Good, let's go for 4, 3, 2, last one, hold your plank, breathe, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, drop to the knees, set the hips back for your child's pose and take a moment just to rest. Now if you have your weights, then you're gonna grab them. I'm gonna take my 5-pound weights and set them right at the center of your mat. From here, hands will frame those weights, step back to your plank, hold and breathe here. You're gonna shift your weight forward and back on those toes a few times, working through the ankle. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Now my right foot's gonna step out, bring it back in, then my left goes out and in. Now as I do this, I'm fighting so that my hips don't lift or twist. Getting my obliques to work a little bit more. For 4 on both sides. 3, 2, last one on both sides. And this time I'm just gonna step my feet forward, about slightly wider than my hips, grab my weights, and come to a squat position. From here, your weight is in your heels, your spine is long, abs are pulled in, you're gonna take little pulses, down 1 inch, up 1 inch, down and up. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it all the way up. We're gonna go down and up now. Squat down, press to stand. Squat down, press to stand. Keep your form the entire time. Keep connecting with your breath. Navel back, ribs closed, collarbone is broad. Weight is in the heels of your feet, and you're kind of pulling your heels apart from one another to help those side glutes fire a bit more here. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it down on 1, 10 pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stand, reach the arms overhead, and then you're gonna take tricep presses here. Slowly lower and lift. Make sure that as you do this, you're not arching your back or letting your ribs pop out. You're still hugging those abs up and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, now you're gonna bring your weights back close towards your chest. Take a squat from here. Set your weights down onto the mat. Step it back to a plank. Hold it. Step it forward to your squat. Stand it all the way up. Take your tricep press. So we're combining everything that we've worked thus far. And this is really a full body movement, of course, guided by your core. And if you want, we're gonna add on. You'll come to your plank, hold it, take a tricep push-up, elbows bend back, press it up, step it forward, lift it up, triceps. Squat it down, set those hands down, step it back, triceps, and come on up. We're gonna do 10 of these total. This is 3. Use that breath, connect with your core. Feel free to just hold your plank or drop to your knees for your push-up if you want something in between. We have 5 more. 4. 3. 2. Makes me feel strong. 2. Last one. Stand it up. Take that final tricep press. And we're gonna finish this sequence with 10 more squats. This time, you're gonna squat, twist, twist, stand it up. So you're twisting in both directions. And I'm alternating which direction I start with, just because I like to keep myself from constantly doing my dominant side first. I think we have 5 left. 4. 3. 2. Last full one. You guys know I'm gonna add on. We'll come down. You're gonna hold your squat and twist from side to side for 10, 9. Try to keep those legs and hips still. Can you sit lower? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Both sides come through center. Can you sit lower? Hold that squat. Breathe. 10. Lower. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those weights down and just meet me in a forward fold. Shake it out. Good. From here, we'll make our way down onto the mat. I'm going to set my heavier weights off to the side, and I'm going to grab my 3-pound weights. Feel free to keep or change or do no weights. Let's go ahead, just extend those arms out in front of us, and slowly make our way onto the mat, one vertebra at a time. Arms are going to come up towards the ceiling, and plant your collarbone nice and wide. Feel the shoulders broaden on the mat, and then step your feet about sitting bone distance apart. Just take a few pelvic tucks here. Flatten the back, and then drop to neutral. Tuck and flatten, drop to neutral. Try to do this with your low abs and your pelvic floor, not so much the glutes. We will get into the glutes in a second. Good. Now we'll get into our glutes a little bit more. Tuck the pelvis. Exhale, slowly peel the hips up, bone by bone, coming into your bridge. And then melt the hips down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, exhale, tuck, slowly lift. Inhale, exhale, roll it back down. Good, one more nice and fluid like that, articulating through the spine. And then on your next one, tuck and lift and hold it. Know that anytime that you need more support here, just bring your arms by your side. You'll lower your butt halfway down and press back up. Lower and lift. As you do this, I want you to think about that squat sequence that we did. Push into the heels and think about ripping the mat apart with both heels. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here and then melt the hips all the way down. Inhale, exhale, tuck slowly, peel those hips up to your bridge. Pause there, and you're going to step your left leg up to tabletop, step it back down, and then your right leg up to tabletop. And you'll continue with these marches. And you're going to take them slow because you really want to feel stability in your pelvis. You don't want to feel your hips twisting or rocking too much. A nice way is to think about pressing in both shoulder blades into the mat equally. Really make sure you keep those abs nice and engaged. One more march. And then this time, you'll bring that left leg to tabletop and hold it there. Now I'm going to take my left arm and just bring it down by my side for support. Right arm is up towards the ceiling. Your butt will lower and lift. Remember that right arm can come down at any time that you need. We're getting into that right glute a little bit more. And we're feeling our left shoulder blade or left shoulder stabilize us a little bit more. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold this single leg bridge. Now my right arm is going to take a hammer and then press back up. I bend and press. As you do this, try to stay nice and even in those hips. Hug your abs in a little bit more. Go. 4, 3, 2. We're going to add movement in our left leg so it will straighten and then bend as our arm goes. Keep those hips nice and still. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the arm still. The left leg is going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. You should be really feeling that right glute by now. Last thing here, as the leg lowers, the arm will move back and then everything come on back up. Stabilize everything, hug it all in. You have 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it, set the foot down, set the arm down, melt it all the way down. Nice job. Take a second, maybe swivel the knees. And then make me back with both arms up towards the ceiling. Take a few fluid bridges here just to work through that spine and reset the body. One more, nice and fluid. Up, roll it back down. And then tuck, lift the hips, stay there. Pull the abs in. You're going to press into that left foot to bring the right leg to tabletop and bring the right arm by your side. From here, lower your butt down, lift back up. Lower and lift. Keeping those hips nice and square. Hugging the abs in. Pressing equally into both shoulders, but really using that right arm to help stabilize you here. Right shoulder working. You have 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here, my left arm hammers. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, last one like this, and then let's add the leg. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arms still. Lift the right leg, then lower. Lift and lower. Finding that stability here, and then prepping to add on our last variation, add the arm. Keep everything nice and stable here. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift it up, hold it, breathe. Set it down with the foot, down with the arm, and then melt the hips down. Good, just hug both knees into your chest. Take a little rock from side to side. And let's get into a little bit of ab work here. So we're gonna hold on to the weights in our hands. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling, bring the knees back to tabletop. Think about that sequence that we just did, stabilizing as arms and legs move. You're going to take right leg and left arm and move them away from one another, and then come on back in. And then switch to the other side. Only go as far as you can keep your pelvis neutral. Make sure you're not arching through the back. We'll go for 2 more on both sides. Good, come on back to table. Now you're going to press your arms, curl your head, and then lower and lift the arms. Press the arms to hover, curl the head, and lower the head, lift the arms. Moving nice and slow, making sure that weight doesn't start to jerk us around in any way. And then you'll start to add in one leg. So press, straighten your right leg, bend it as you come back, and then switch to the other side. For 4, 3, 2, last one, come on back in. Now we add both legs. Press, straighten, and then come back. Exhale, press, and back. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, hold it on 1. You're gonna flip your palms and then you're gonna bend your knees, bend your arms, and then stretch. Bend and press. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug it in, take a second, rock from side to side. Good, nice job. All right, you're gonna take both hands with your weights and just kind of hold your hands together, hold the weights together over your chest. Bring your legs to a frog position. So heels together, toes apart, legs are turned out. Exhale, I'm gonna press, reach through my legs, and then lower back down. Exhale, press, and lower. For 4, 3, 2, press, hold it. You're gonna bend and straighten the arms. This bend is coming from the elbows. My forearms are moving. My upper arms are not. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lower down. Keep your legs as they are, separate your arms. Now you're going to press and twist to the right, frame your right leg with both hands, come on back to center, press and twist to the left. Exhale as you press and curl. Now fight to keep those hips nice and still. The more you press your heels into one another, the more the inner thighs will work and help to stabilize the pelvis. One more add in. I'm going to tap my opposite toes down towards the floor as I curl and twist, come back through center, and switch to the other side. I'm keeping my legs turned out, keeping that activation in my inner thighs by squeezing the heels together as we come back to our starting position between each rep. Let's go for 4, for 3, you have 2, last 1, come back through center, squeeze those heels together, you're going to straighten the legs out and then bend the knees back in. By now you should be really feeling those inner thighs. The more you press the heels together, the more you'll feel them. And then low abs are working here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press the legs, keep them there, tap those heels together. Really quick heel taps or heel beats. Inner thighs staying super active. Hug those abs in more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees in. Good. One more variation here. Extend the legs. Point the toes. You're going to crisscross your legs as fast and small as you can, trying to keep those hips nice and still for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Take a little rocking side to side. Nicely done, everyone. You'll set those weights off to the side. And then take a spine twist, twist your knees one direction, and then over to the other. Just a quick check to make sure baby girl's still sleeping. She is. All right, from here, you're just going to roll to your side, and then bring your head into your hand. Let's bend your bottom leg and straighten your top leg. Now take a second, stack the hips, lift up away from that mat so you're not just relaxing down. You're gonna kick your top leg up hip distance high, lower it back down. Now if you want to, you could always grab a weight and just hold it on your hip like this for a little bit more. I'm gonna do this without the weight for me today, because that's just what my body needs. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep that leg up, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. I'm going to flex my foot, kick the leg front, and then press the leg back. I'm only going as far as I can without my hips moving at all, front to back, side to side. You can always take that top hand, put it on your hip, or you can put it right behind your low back. That also helps to give you feedback on if your low back is in its neutral position, which is what you want here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, press it front, hold it there, little pulses up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna press it back towards like the corner, so not quite where I started. Internally rotate my leg and then externally rotate it. Turn it in and then turn it out. Rotating from the femur in the hip socket. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Last thing here, turn it in, little pulses up an inch for 10. Feeling it right from the glute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the leg down, give your butt a nice little tap. From here, I'd like you to just come up onto your forearm, squeeze your legs together, move your knees back just a little bit, and then press up to this modified side plank position. Really feel that bottom waist hug up and in, shoulder stacked right over your elbow. We're going to take little tiny pulses up an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your hips as high as possible. Top leg lifts and lowers. Keep breathing. Keep hugging the navel back and in. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that leg down. Top leg straightens. You can hold here or you can step your bottom leg out just slightly behind your top to come into your side plank here. Hold and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to set my hand down just for support. Take my bottom knee, set it down onto the mat, and then lift up to this side kneeling position. My leg is still stretched out to the side. I'm going to anchor my outer edge of my foot into the mat. Tuck your tail slightly underneath you. Reach your arms over your head. We're going to get into our obliques a little bit more. You lean over in that position, creating a diagonal line with your body, and then lift back up. Lower, and exhale, lift. Lower at an angle, exhale, press it up. Let's go for 5. Remember, that foot has to stay anchored down, super important. For 3, 2, last 1, hold it down. I'm just gonna bend and press the arms. Keep reaching in opposition. Crown of your head up towards the corner of the ceiling, anchoring your foot in opposition towards the mat. 4, 3, 2, last 1. I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head, twist towards the floor, come on back to center. You're trying to keep your hips completely still as you rotate through the waistline. Let's go for 5, for 4, 3, 2, twist it down, stay looking down, little pulses up an inch, 10, 9, super small, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center, set your bottom hand down. You're back in this like kneeling side plank. And then like the last time, straighten your bottom leg, hold this plank and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower by just bending your knees, tucking your feet off to the side. Let's take a nice side bend up and over. And then spiral the arms, stretch in the opposite direction. One more time, press up and over, take that stretch. And up and over. Then come on back up, swing your legs around, and we'll even out the other side. You start by laying down on your side, head in your hand, hips and shoulders stacked, bottom leg stays bent, top leg stays straight, pull the ribs in, the navel back, lift and lower that top leg. Only going as high as you can, keeping the hips nice and still. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep it lifted, little pulses, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep it lifted, flex your foot, press your leg front, and then press the leg back. Only as far as you can go without letting the hips move. Let's go 4, 3, 2, last full 1. Press the leg all the way front. Keep it there, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now press the leg towards the corner. Then turn the leg in and turn the leg out. In and out. Feeling that thigh bone. Turn and rotate in the hip. For 5, 4, 3, 2, turn it in, keep it turned in, lift from the butt for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the leg down, tap out your butt. You're gonna bring your knees back a little bit, come onto your forearms, lift up to this kneeling side plank here, modified side plank, both knees down, pulse those hips up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One, hold it as high as you can. Top leg lifts and lowers. Lifts, lowers. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. You can straighten that top leg and stay there, or straighten the bottom one. Hold this forearm side plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the hand down to come onto your knee. And then that straight leg stays straight. Tuck the tail, anchor through that outer edge of your foot. Arms up, and then you lean it over to the side, and then come on back up. Working through those obliques a little bit more. Use your breath here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, hold it out, keep it out, reach as long as possible, bend and straighten the arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hands behind your head. Hips stay still, twist your torso down, back to center. Ribs and chest rotate, keep those hips as still as possible. Breathing here, we're almost through. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, twist, you twisted little pulses up, super small for, now we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, untwist that bottom hand down. You can stay in this kneeling side plank or straighten that bottom leg out, hold and breathe here for 10, 9, super strong, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gently bend your knees, tuck your feet to the side, and take a side bend, mermaid stretch. And up and over. One more time, up and over. And again. And then come on up. You'll just come to lay down on your back. We'll take a quick figure 4 stretch. Cross one ankle in front of the opposite knee, and then open that bent knee out to the side like a 4 shape. Yep, baby's still sleeping. Success. Hug your bottom leg in. Take a little rock from side to side in this 4 shape. You want to, you can straighten your bottom leg, point and flex the toes, circle the ankle, whatever feels good for you. And then bend your bottom leg if it was straight, open your arms up to the side, twist your knees over, look in opposition, feel that bent knee or that 4 shape to open a little bit more. Then come on back in, uncross your legs, switch to the other side, cross the ankle over the knee, open that side knee out as much as possible. Feel the hip and glute release. You can stay here, you can hug your bottom leg in. I always press my elbow into my knee and take a little rock to increase the stretch. And then straighten your bottom leg. You can flex and point the foot, circle the ankle a few times in each direction. Open your arms out to the side, take that twist. And then come on back in, uncross your legs, straighten your legs down onto the mat, reach your arms back behind you, find length through your whole body for a moment. Then I'm going to keep my arms here and just bend my knees, bring my feet together, letting the knees open heavy for this butterfly stretch. You can also bring your arms out to the side. That feels nice. And then hug both knees into your chest, take a little rock, and rock yourself up, and you are all set. Thanks for joining me.